Hey you guys, welcome back to my video, and today we are going to be playing and doing smoky eye. I'm definitely going to zoom you guys closer. Also, I want to tell you the giveaway is still open, and I tried something, and that's a DIY choker. So it does really work for me. I actually filmed this because it's the first DIY which was successful for me. So let's play around, and I'm going to tell you tip by tip. This is going to be so easy and fun. So this is this little makeup thingy I found and I spoke about in my giveaway video. How many of you are like fed up of these off-shoulder tops which just don't want to stay where they're supposed to stay? And I'm going to be doing my face makeup and apply false lashes. I want to show you the complete look because it does look really pretty. So okay, so you are zoomed in pretty close so you can see the entire situation. So I'm going to do this tape trick which a lot of makeup artists do. Now I'm too lazy to get like an actual scotch tape. You might want to do the other tape which is not that sticky. Kind of layer them both equally so that you kind of have the equal amount of cleaning to be done. When you want black colors to pop out in particular, you might want to use an eye primer. I'm just going to use a concealer instead. I am in the shade Natural, as all of you know by now if you watch my videos. So I'm kind of layering it just enough. And then you know what? When you're doing a smoky eye, a lot of people say that you might want to like use a lot of brushes. A lot of brushes are involved, but that's just not the case. You actually can use your fingers a lot more and work just as fine, in fact better sometimes. When you want colors to pop, your hands are your best friends. I'm using a generous amount of concealer. You see how the tape is kind of giving it shape already. So quickly gonna take this which my dad bought. This is from Bangkok and it's amazing, and I have used it. It just came like 10 days back or 15. Look how much I've used it up. The highlight is so pretty. If you're looking for something natural, it's a very pretty one, blend it out. Take my finger and take a generous amount and set my eye with it. This is in a bronzing powder from H&M. This is in the shade Gorgeous Tan. This is actually my shade, but in general, I do like to go a shade up. That's just personal preference. But it's a pretty good formula. It's buttery. Yeah, it's pretty buttery and it blends out just fine. But this is such a pretty transition shade. So I'm going to go, and you can actually do this with just one brush. When you take a bigger blending brush, you can actually do everything with it when you're doing the smoky eye, because rest your fingers just do the magic. So I'm going to start on the socket of the eye and kind of blend things together. So that's just the trick. It's just going to add that warmth. Now I would generally with smoky eye kind of bring it down my nose, but just because I'm not wearing foundation right now, you don't want to put cream over powder. I'm actually kind of going to here, but leaving that arch empty. So I'm going to go back into this Gino Macari palette and take the cooler tone tissue. So I'm just going to dust off. It does have a little bit of kickback, and kind of focus it just on the outer edge. So I'm just kind of building the outer edge up a bit more with the same brush. So you're not even going back into multiple brushes. By the way, if you guys really want good brushes and don't want to invest in a matte brush, then I'll tell you something. Real Techniques brushes are amazing. I think that's one of the drugstore brands that does so much good to the brushes. Like the bristles are tightly packed. So what you could do is layer concealer again and then pop up the black. But what I am gonna do is gonna be different, because I did see that like a lot of drugstore brands don't have like a crazy intense black. So how do we intensify it? If you guys use gel liners, then you can use that as a base instead of putting it over a concealer and then set it with any black shadow. So I'm just gonna go dip in my Sleek palette. This, if you find anywhere, like if you're in the UK and you find this, you have to pick this up. This is like the best palette ever. This is just an Inglot cake. Like, it's just a liner, and I do my brows with it as well. when I want the black effect, and I also kind of layered it as a wing liner. So yeah, what all you need to do is kind of spray some mist over it. One's from Elf, not a big fan of it, but as a misting spray. My lights! Over something like this which you need to wet when it dries. I'm actually going to pack it up with my fingers. I'm going to take a generous amount. It's thick, and I'm going to generously layer it like that. So just on the center, and I don't want to go up because this is going to have a bit of transfer as it's wet.
Kind of fading it as I go. Now with the Smokey eye, everyone says eyeliner, eyeliner. I just want to skip the liner today, and I'll tell you why, because we actually. So, you see how the tape is protecting everything below?
Whenever you're doing something so messy, always keep wet tissues in hand because you don't want to mess up. I'm going to take this same blending brush and dip into this H&M powder. Just take a generous amount, tap off the excess. So I'm just dipping in the black shade and then tapping off the excess and setting this black color. So you see how it intensifies everything. Especially when you're doing darker colors, you know, spend some time in your blending. So I'm going to actually go back into this palette and take the cool tone shade again on this tiny brush. This is just optional. I like to add a bit more brown between the black and the brown transition, just so that it fades naturally. And then I'm going to take the same palette. You can literally use any highlighter. Clean this on the back of my hand and take this highlight shade and do my, with such kind of looks, I like this natural kind of highlight shimmery thing going on. So I'm just going to clean up the excess I'm not interested in, kind of get it. When you do your wing and stuff and you do your bottom thing, it's gonna look fine. I wish I was actually going out somewhere, but I'm just gonna be chilling back at home and go nowhere and kind of click pictures of my makeup. Go back into the H&M powder and kind of work my lower lashes now. You know, you could barely see anything, but then again, it does the same thing. Now I'm going to take a deep black shadow. It might look a bit overdone now, but it's going to work out. Now you might experience a bit of a fallout, so you might want to dust it off immediately before it. You see how it dragged inwards? So I'm going to take this highlighty shade, kind of pop. So you see how I opened up my inner corner. I have one of these in my giveaway, so check out my giveaway videos because I'm giving one of these away. And the review was supposed to come way back, but my editing skills are not amazing. I don't have to worry about the cleaning up, it's just... This little camera of mine went out of battery, so that's how we do our outro today, right? So do you got the glow, guys? I really feel the glow. Subscription is totally free, so do subscribe and enter my giveaway right now. I think the lighting is kind of falling evenly from the mirror back there. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later, yeah? And I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up and also check out my giveaway video. Go check out my other videos and I will see you later. So yeah, bye bye, because we